forgot to tighten it up, didn't I? Forgot. Oh yeah! Don't look at the crack of my arse. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we have the impatient tailgating car. Although to be fair, he's dropped back a little bit now. Oh, my poor little spine. Ooh, 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 it's magic. How much room are you going to need, matey, to get around this roundabout? This is how we do it. Stinks of stale sweat round here. And I know it's not coming from the workman. It's just jokes, people. Just jokes. Unless you believe that I really do think that lollipop men are kiddie diddlers. And I obviously don't. I don't. It does make me chuckle how seriously some people take life in general. You know, with the amount of AI content that's currently flooding YouTube, quite clearly impossible videos that never happened. Do these people that believe everything, gullible idiots we shall call them, they sit in work going, have you seen that video where the baby fights a bear? Oh, I never knew babies were that strong. And it doesn't help that there seems to be an AI sort of upscale filter on everything. So every video looks like a cheap AI made video. Whoever thought that was a good idea? I'd rather just watch like a vintage scruffy video. Like I was watching one this morning, I don't know why, but it's probably part of the reason why I end up being really late all the time. I was watching a YouTube short, like it's just a really old like Australian science video for kids, where he was talking about like siphons. But the video had been like completely AI-ified, do you know what I mean? Where it was just constant shifting texture quality and contrast. I don't know what they think it adds. I think if anything, it just takes away, doesn't it? Because in general, you kind of know when something's like an old TV thing, because of like the quality level and aspect ratio, which makes me wonder, like, it's like, do you know when you look at old photos as well when you were a kid and they were all like washed out Polaroids and stuff, and then even like your like photographs from a cheap disposable camera that you took as a youth, right? Compared to the 4K or the billion megapixel quality people are rocking like today. So like people's like baby pictures are going to look absolutely crystal clear, and there's not going to be any kind of like nostalgia to it. Does that make any sense? Like everything looks completely like HD, and there's no sort of sense of time or antiquity about it. I mean, I suppose that's on the basis that we don't suddenly leap into like 3D or something. Do you know what I mean? Holograms, where people in the future are looking back on your super high quality, is it DSL? No, DSL is internet, isn't it? I don't know much about cameras. So I was looking back on your super high quality, expensive camera photographs, and then going, oh, these look awful. They're not even in an extra date. They're only in one dimension. How you must have suffered in that era. It's like, strangely, as a kid, you'd see like people's black and white photographs and stuff like that, and it was hard to conceptualize the ideas of color back then. Do you know what I mean? But it was obviously colourful, and people were wearing things of colour, but because all your images of the past were all black and white, you just assumed it was just sort of a drab world. Maybe that's what will happen. People in the future will look back on today's like photographs and think we were all like living in Paper Mario world and couldn't afford an extra dimension. Like 3D was a big thing, wasn't it? They always try and push like 3D, like a little phase of every 10 years or so, where they'll try and bring out 3D again as a new thing. It was the blue and red images as a kid that you needed those glasses for, so you could watch stuff in 3D. And then 3D televisions were a big thing for a while, weren't they? Everything coming out in 3D, like Avatar. Oh, watch these films in 3D, and you've got to wear another pair of glasses. interesting. I think the trick is, isn't it, to make a 3D image that doesn't require any special kind of eyewear. I mean, especially when you have people that actually do need to wear glasses, that will need to remove the glasses that they require for vision and then swap them for the ones that require them, they require for three-dimensional viewage, and then be unable to actually watch what's on the telly. So I mean, it's almost like I was going to say smell-o-vision and then try and like equate that to scratch and sniff. I'm sure there was a thing where you'd like get not like a magazine or a comic or whatever, and then there'd be like a special episode or something where you'd scratch. I mean, maybe I'm just living like that's a fever dream that I had, but it feels like you know you'd be watching TV and then they'd be like, you'd show an image and then you'd scratch it and you go, oh yeah, that's what that smells like. I think I have just made that up. I think I've made that up entirely, because like surround sound took off, didn't it? Having speakers behind you, that did well. That was a fad. That did really well. Although nowadays it's the sound bar, isn't it? It's the not the million speakers. It's the surround sound. The single speaker bar. Everyone wants them during the sales. Everyone's out in the January sales getting themselves a soundbar. That car is just confusing me with its line around roundabouts. I'm just wondering when they're going to bring the 3D back again, or have another punt at the 3D craze. Whether it'll be like a leap forward in like TV technology, or it'll be spurred on by another 3D epic film like the Avatar.